At least 30,000 BC, gods like Thoth and others, deities that were called the 9 particular reigning deities of the Egyptian world. So if these deities have, again, lifespans of thousands of years, then of course to a human, it's going to seem as though they are gods.
Que les fameux dieux sumériens auraient créé l'Homo sapiens vers 300.
You have to know that when the gods arrived on Earth, according to what the tablets state, they reigned over the earth for thousands of years. Elements of the story are in the Zohar, the Nag Hammadi text as well, which basically tell the same story, and the same version as the Sumerian one to enslave mankind. Human beings must behave, not think too much, and most of all, not see that there is another reality to what is said. In the texts of Eden, there is a curious scene. It describes humans specially created to work in the garden, but at some point, in order to enforce their laws, the gods place the humans in front of them. Behind the gods is their shiny chariot. That is how it is written. And they make them pledge allegiance. It is fascinating. They impose their views upon mankind. They want to scare them. And sadly, through this oath to which humanity commits, humans forbid themselves to ever be free. I personally think that to this day, we are still under the influence of this oath. It is crucial to understand that, in concrete terms, we are still slaves. I think that the gods knew what an oath implied. A vow is something tangible, something actually happens. And I think that this can be passed from one life to another.
As a species that was created by DNA manipulation, we've never been free from the manipulation of beings on the outside. And that the sad irony in history is the humans have gotten down on their knees to things standing in front of them that had the name God, and they were never gods.
When we look at our modern civilization and we think that we've evolved so much, let's not forget that Sumer is the cradle of civilization, and that so much of what started there is still in place in our modern world. This includes the entire system of how we measure time. 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour, 24 hours in a day. The way in which we structure our cities, the idea of plumbing, the idea of city planning with streets and buildings, all of that stuff comes directly from this Sumerian background, which seems to, in conventional historical view, pop up almost out of nowhere from what had been up until then a hunter-gatherer